It was a crisp winter day at a ski resort nestled among snow-draped peaks, buzzing with tourists. Some came to marvel at the icy valleys, while others chased the thrill of skiing and snowboarding. Among them were Dan Lynch and Parker, three friends eager for a weekend adventure. Dan and Lynch, childhood best friends, were joined by Parker, girlfriend, unaware that their trip would soon become a nightmare. They boarded a chairlift to reach the summit, but halfway up it screeched to a halt, stranding them. Midair panic gripped the passengers, though the lift soon restarted, carrying them to the top. Relieved, they skied for hours there, laughter echoing through the slopes. As evening fell, they dined at a resort restaurant, planning one last run. But a lift attendant warned of an incoming storm, announcing the chairlift's closure. Undeterred, the trio begged to go up, promising a quick return. Reluctantly, the attendant agreed, and they ascended once more. Unbeknownst to them, chaos brewed below. The attendant, distracted by news that his leave was cancelled, handed duties to his colleague Rifkin, saying 3 people went up. Shut it down. When they're back moments later, 3 other skiers descended, and Rifkin, assuming they were the group, closed the lift, and left over, oblivious that Dan, Lynch, and Parker were still stranded above. When the lift stopped again, the trio assumed it was a glitch, joking to stay calm. But as hours passed, the cold deepened, and the resort's lights flickered off, plunging them into darkness. Parker, realizing the lift was abandoned, began to cry. They shouted for help, but no one answered. The awful truth hit. It was Sunday, and the resort closed until the next weekend. Trapped in sub-zero temperatures, they faced a week-long ordeal that could prove deadly. A ferocious blizzard roared in, pelting them with snow like needles. Huddled together, they shivered, hope fading. Then Lynch spotted a snowcat truck's light. They screamed, throwing skis to signal it. But the driver, searching for a colleague, didn't see them and drove off. Despair settled in. Frostbite burned Parker's face, her skin peeling. Dan, unable to watch her suffer, decided to jump, believing snow would break his fall. Despite protests, he leaped, only to crash onto ice-covered rock, shattering both legs. His screams pierced the night as Parker and Lynch watched. Helpless wolves howled nearby, drawn by the blood. Parker threw her scarf to help Dan, but it snagged in the wind. She hurled her snowboard at a stalking wolf, briefly scaring it off. Lynch, refusing to give up, spotted a pole with a ladder 2 chairs back. He climbed the sharp lift cable, cutting his hands to reach it. But as he glanced down, horror-struck wolves surrounded Dan. Before they could react, the pack attacked, tearing Dan apart. Parker and Lynch, trapped above, could only scream as their friend died. Dawn broke, revealing Parker's hand frozen to the lift, her skin tearing. As she freed it, Lynch tried the cable again, but the chair's joint snapped. Leaving it dangling, he reached the pole, descended, and fought off a wolf with a ski pole before fleeing on a snowboard, promising Parker help. Wolves chased him into the snow. Hours passed, then a day with no rescue. Alone, Parker lost hope as she prepared to jump. The chair's last bolt gave way. She leaped, injuring her leg as the chair crashed onto it. Crawling down the mountain, she stumbled upon Lynch's mangled body, devoured by wolves. A lone wolf eyed her, But Sadie turned away. Parker slid past, reaching a road where a driver found her, rushing her to a hospital. "You'll be okay," he said, but Parker's heart ached for Dan and Lynch, whose sacrifices saved her. This story teaches us to cling to hope, no matter how dire the odds, for it's hope that leads us to survival. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, hit the bell icon, and select all notifications to catch our next story. Share your thoughts below. What would you do in their place? Stay hopeful, and we'll see you soon.